From grinding all the way up into being one of the nation's most lethal and exciting point guards, Hailey Van Lith really developed at a young age a smooth and shifty type playstyle, which made her game polished beyond her years. This is a player who turned heads at every single gym she's played at, but also never shied away from putting on display her gritty and competitive type spirit, while always having that leadership type trait inside of her. This is the Hailey Van Lith story. Born on September 9, 2001 in Wenatchee, Washington, Hailey Van Lith's playstyle and overall passion for the game came from her father, who happened to be an exceptional basketball and baseball player at the University of Puget Sound from 1994 through 1997. And after instilling his basketball tactics and grittiness into Hailey, he would soon start to notice her talent at a young age. And just like that, he would train her 4 to 5 nights a week. Now also throughout her upbringing, she modeled her game after Diana Taurasi, but even drew a lot of inspiration from players like Sue Bird and Breanna Stewart. Now it wasn't long into her hard work she put forth on the daily started to really pay off, and the recognition would start to come, especially in the 8th grade while playing AAU for the Northwest Blazers. There, she was the very first 8th and 9th grader to play for the squad top team and started in the Adidas Nationals title game both years and earned Adidas All-American honors. And as her play on the court continued to allow her to gain the recognition, coming into high school, she was faced with her share of expectations. She just kept going and developing, and was able to put up averages of 24 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, but was a complete dog on defense, which allowed her to get 4 steals a contest. While attending Kashmere High School in Washington as a freshman, Van Lith even went on to lead her team to the Class 1A state title game. There, Hailey recorded 18 points, 12 rebounds to go along with 7 steals, but in a 1-point loss to Mount Baker Senior High School. She ended her freshman year earning Associated Press along with Class 1A All-State First Team honors. Throughout her time in high school, she also did her thing and was a stellar softball player as a center fielder and shortstop. As a sophomore, her role on the team increased even more, and on January 25, 2018, Hailey went on to record the very first quadruple-double in program history with 37 points, 14 steals, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists in a win. Van Lith completely went off all season as she was able to maintain averages of 32 points, 8 rebounds, 7 steals, and 5 assists per contest, and ended her sophomore season being named AP Class 1A Player of the Year after losing in the Class 1A state title game. Once again, in her junior year, Van Lith led Kashmere to a 3rd place finish at the Class 1A state tournament, where she would so happen to end up winning MVP. That season, she averaged 34 points, 8 rebounds, 5 steals, and 5 assists a contest on a consistent basis. She played with so much fire and tenacity and kinda was in a class of her own when it came to her combination of offensive well-rounded skill set and overall knack on the defensive side of the basketball. Van Lith was named Washington Gatorade Player of the Year to go along with AP Class 1A Player of the Year. Prior to her senior year, Hailey's game caught the attention of Kobe Bryant as he was amazed in her work ethic and on-court dominance, but also looked at Hailey as an inspiration to Gigi. She also was invited and represented at the 2018 FIBA Under-17 World Cup in Belarus and won a gold medal, as well as competing in the 2019 FIBA Under-19 World Cup in Thailand. There, she would average 9 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists per contest. And while standing at 5'7" as a senior, she averaged 33 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals a game. And at this point in time, she was arguably one of, if not the most skilled prospect from top to bottom in her whole entire class. On February 15, 2020, Van Lith became the state's all-time leading scorer, a record which was previously held by Jennifer Stinson since 1995, while scoring 46 points in a win over Omak High School in the league championship game. Hailey went on to finish her high school career, being honored Washington Miss Basketball, Washington Gatorade Player of the Year, to go along with the Seattle Times Player of the Year. And around this time, Hailey was ranked the 3rd best point guard in her class of 2020, behind Paige Beckers and Caitlin Clark. And so after being named a McDonald's All-American and selected to play in the Jordan Brand Classic, she had a plethora of offers to choose from, with programs like Baylor, Louisville, and UConn being some of her top ones. After some preparation and long thought, she had came up with her decision.
After lots of praying and talking with my family and friends, I have made my decision. I'm committing to the University of Louisville.
By the time the season started in her freshman year, Hailey went on to earn the keys to the starting point guard position. That year, she put up a very solid 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists per game. On March 5th, 2021, in the ACC tournament, during the quarterfinals, she recorded a season-high 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 steals in a win over Wake Forest, which did result in Hailey being able to become an ACC All-Freshman Team selection. In just her second year, she developed a more bigger role on the team and even just took that next step. She upped her average to 14 points a contest, and towards the end of the season, Van Lith went off for a career high 34 points in a win over Clemson, and shortly after, Hailey willed her team to the Final Four of the NCAA tournament, but also went on to be named Most Outstanding Player of the Wichita Regional and finished her sophomore season earning first team All-ACC honors. As a junior, she came around even more as she averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals per game. And as her and the squad had high hopes on winning that national championship, she helped their team reach as far as the Elite 8 during the NCAA tournament, where they would lose to Iowa, but Van Lith didn't go out without a fight as she tallied on 27 points, but also went on to be named first team All-ACC for a second straight year. Now, just after 3 seasons, she became the 12th leading scorer in school history and AP All-American Honorable Mention. On April 8, 2023, Van Lith entered the transfer portal and preferred that she would do all the reaching out to schools versus them reaching out to her. And after some time went by, the top-rated player announced her decision to join the defending national champions and transfer to LSU. Hailey Van Lith, at every step of the way, used her quickness and craftiness to the best of her abilities, and has always thrived and just lived for the big moment, which has put her in the upper echelon as one of the nation's top point guards.
Every game is on national television now, so if you're not going to show up and play hard, like, you're embarrassing yourself. To me, you're either born with competitiveness or you're not, and that's kind of what I've experienced throughout my career.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Hailey Van Lith story.